What is up, everybody? In today's video, I will be showing you how I edit the majority of my videos with Camtasia Studio. I am recording this tutorial video with Camtasia Studio as well, in case you were wondering that. Okay, so let's get right into it. In the first episode, I'm going to be showing you how to make basic intros and outros. So you can do these with animations, which are more advanced, obviously, or with just simple pictures, like I'm going to do, JPEG images. So I'm just going to drag both of these in, and maybe we can get some background music in here. There. So we have all these. First of all, let's put this in here. Zoom in on it a bit with the zooming tool. And now let's listen to it. Okay, that's loud. Sorry for headphone users. Okay, let's go click here on the audio tab. We'll use the zoom and callouts pan later on. For now, we're going to use audio and just simply drag this down. Still a little bit quieter. It's still very loud. There. I think that's pretty good. Now we're going to go back into our clip bin, which is where all of our items that we drag into Camtasia go. And we're going to drag them both onto the timeline. So here they are. See if we replay. And then it will switch. Okay, but that's not exactly what we want. See, it's tiny. People are going to see all this, and this is just going to be annoying. So let's put this up here. You can snap it on with those yellow lines. Snap it onto the bottom. Snap it onto the side. There. So it works now. So now let's grab them both. You're going to right click and use clip speed. Let's make it do 225% speed. You can copy it by grabbing them all, or just selecting them one by one by holding Control while you click them. And then you're gonna want to hold Control and press C. And then you hold Control again and press V to actually paste it. There. Let's actually grab them all again, and actually make their speed 275. There, that's pretty nice. So these are like really basic pictures. I mean, you can do all kinds of cool things with them, but this is just basic. And the place the video here in the red square, we'll use that later, but for now, we're not going to use it. So this is a good outro here. We can have a video so people can click on. You could maybe add a subscribe button in yours, just not in this one. But the music continues on afterwards, and we don't really want that. So let's just grab it here on the timeline and drag it over. And once again, it will snap onto other items. It can snap onto each of the pictures. We want it to snap onto the last one. There. So that's our outro. So now what we're going to want to do is grab all the outro pieces, right-click, and click Add Asset to Library. And then you will have a group of assets when you go into the library folder. It should usually appear on the bottom, but I've had it appear in other places. It's weird. But you have this now. So now if we delete all these by just grabbing them all and pressing delete, you can drag it back on, and then it comes in one piece. Pretty good. And if you want to modify them further, you can increase the size of the window and pull one piece out, or a lot of things. We're just going to delete that. We have our outro now. So you can right-click it, rename it to outro. Tutorial. There. So now we have an outro made. Now we're going to go ahead and get into actually making the video come in. So in the clip in here, let's see here. I'm actually going to use this video, which is actually going to be posted on our channel as well. You can go check that out at this link right here. But let's move it over here into the clip bin. And then our timeline's empty right now. If we zoom out, see there's nothing on it because we deleted the outro. We will bring it back on later. Then we're going to want to just put this here. Oh, see, even this doesn't really fit as well. The right side did not snap correctly. There we go. Okay, so this looks pretty loud at some points. And also looks quiet at some points. What we're going to want to do is, we have our footage here. So really, I mean, if you have your footage ready, which you probably don't if you're looking into editing, you could just post this. But here, let's just scroll to the end here. The end of the timeline, which we have a 12-minute video here. Go into our library and use our outro. So now let's just look near the end for to see how it like transitions. She's cute for right now. We will see you next time. See, it kind of goes right to the happy kind of music. You know, sometimes you'll want that, but we don't necessarily want that for here. So, first of all, we're going to use the Transitions tab. Now, there's a lot of different ones to choose from. And I guess I'm going to use Pixelate, and put it right there. And then it starts pixelating and goes into here. Let's make it a little wider, though. A little wider of pixelation. Next time. See, transition's pretty fast. We could fix that more later, but for now, let's go back into the Audio tab. And right-click the audio line pretty early on in the outro. And then just click it kind of a bunch near the beginning here, with little spaces in between each one. and then we're just going to make them gradually get louder and louder. It's a lot easier if you have like a, in general, quieter clip. But there, so let's test this out. Next time. There. So that's looking pretty sweet. Let's zoom out now. You can close that again. So there. You have your outro in your video. And just as you made the outro, you could also make a intro and just squeeze it in here at the beginning. Let's just grab this and move it out. Library. Intro. See, I have an intro as well. I'm just going to put the intro at the beginning here. And you make intros the same way as you make outros. It just, usually you want to be a little different. Not with editing though, like how it is. So let's just squeeze the intro onto the screen so it actually fits. There we go. So now we have an outro and an intro. You can do the same thing with the transition. However, personally with this, since I have things in the intro, I'm going to make the pixelation really short on this side. We want to about match this. So and you can even use other ones as well, like iris. Or random dissolve. Random dissolve looks better if it's spread out more, but let's just use that for now. And this is what the inside of my intro looks like, in case you want to know. I have this text. Oh, here. I have this text here in the middle. I have the general background, and I have the music. Now let's actually grab this and copy it. Because if you've seen any of my videos, you probably have noticed how in all my intros I have the failing with style thing there in the center, but then I also have a kind of other thing under it. You just want to take the part that you copied with Control C and Control V and go into the call out section. You can modify this however you want. You can change what it is. You can change it so it's on a backdrop of your choosing of color. You can choose it so it's in one of their speech bubbles or speech arrows. I'm just going to use the chat though. Let's just erase the failing with style. And here, we can change the font to, hang on, Stencil SPV. Let's go with that. Or Terminal, I guess. Now let's change the color because we don't want it to be the same color as the failing with style gaming. So let's go purple. Haven't used purple in a while. You can change the font size as well. But since it's already the size that we want, we're not going to do that. Okay. Purple actually doesn't work very well in here. I'm just going to go red. Yeah, that works okay. So you can write anything. You can write, click here to see another video. Then you can stretch it out. You can really put anything you want here. I'm just going to put something basic like there. Just something basic, you know. I change it with every video. Now you can test how it looks. Okay, now see, they both appear at the same time, but it's red, so it's kind of easier to see, and it appears faster. So let's change that a little bit. Let's change the fade in to be further, and the fade out to be more instantaneous. I mean,
3, 2.
I mean, less instantaneous. That I might have messed it up too much. Yeah. Let's just change it to 50 or something. 140. I think that's about good. Okay, there. So that's a basic. That is your basic video. It has an intro, it has an outro, and it has the actual video. Oh, here. While I'm here, I guess I'll do this. Let's just click somewhere else. When you're in callouts, you can also make random callouts throughout your video. Like right here, let's put this. You can change the color of it. So let's make the backdrop red and the text green. Oh. What is up? YouTube. There. We can shrink this down to the right size. Secret link. There. There. So they can click on that, and we'll make a link appear there later. Now see how it fades in? We kind of don't want this one to fade in, so let's just turn both of these to 0. So it's just going to appear out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I think once you turn on the power, then the floor starts rising, so we can't get quick revive anymore. There we go. And you can add as many calls as you want in your videos. You can make them really long so they appear for a long time. Or really short so they appear for
I think once you turn on
the
the power, then the...
So the secret link, if you click on it in time, it'll take you to a secret place. I'll show you how to do that later, but for now, it's good. So there. That's your basics of making a video. We will see you all next time for the next part of our tutorial. Hello, everybody. Did you like what you just watched? Well, then maybe you should consider clicking the subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. But first, maybe you should go click on the video to the left to check out our previous video, or the video on the right to check out some random awesomeness. See you next time. Did you just touch my 1-up, man?